Aloha, I'm Andy Madrid, your favorite Big On agent, cousin on my stuff. Today I'm in Kona. I'm at a house that just went into escrow. So the champagne has lost its bubbling, the confetti's on the ground, and now it's time to get down to work. And the first milestone a buyer has is their home inspection. So once we know we have a deal together, I give my buyers some inspectors, say, hey, these are all people I've used, people I'm familiar with, they all do good work, who would you like? And then I'll also tell them if I have somebody that's available now versus another guy that is good, but maybe they're not gonna be available depending on the timeline we have. So today we're in our inspection. They last a long time, 3 to 4 or more hours. This is a big house and it's got multiple things going on with it. So the inspection is gonna be like a 5-hour long. And the inspector is going to do things like check out the plumbing, check out the electrical, try the appliances, turn on the faucets, flush the toilets, to make sure that, you know, all the basic stuff is working. And then go through and they do a very detailed, organized inspection and produce a report that the buyers can review. And they'll get up in the attic and they're going to look at things, and maybe they'll be identify things that the buyer couldn't identify when we were here doing our walkthrough, our showings of the property. My buyers have been here a couple times now, and we have noticed that there are going to be a couple of things that we'll have to figure out what the plan is. So we get the inspection, and then it's time to sit down and figure out how many of those things, like, are they health and safety related? Are they nice to have? Are they cosmetic? It's going to be really thorough, as I mentioned, inside and outside, all the floors of the property, aspects of the property, like a pool, or if you're on catchment, the water catchment and the filtration system. If you've got solar, then we're going to look at the solar panel system. And if it's a complex solar array, we might bring somebody in from the outside that specializes in that. In this case, this house is an off-grid solar property, but it's a pretty standard setup. So the inspector's got his hands on that, and it's all good. So then after that, we'll go through and we'll look at what there is, and then we figure out, are these items that need to be addressed items that we want the seller to correct for us? It can be important if you're getting financing on a property that things get done prior to the lender funding the loan. Or are there things that we are going to renegotiate with the seller, whether it's a pricing issue, whether it's a concession, some kind of credit, or things like that. And this is typical of every single real estate transaction. So it's really important, whether you're buying brand new construction or whether you're buying resale, that you get a home inspection. As a real estate agent, I won't ever tell the buyer, you don't need an inspection. You always should get an inspection. Sometimes it's buyer's choice whether or not they want to proceed with one or not. But it's always a good thing, because you never know. As they say, you don't know what you don't know. And if you don't see it and you can't put eyes on it, you don't know. So that's my hot tip for buying real estate. Get your home inspection. If you want to know about what's happening on Hawaii, you want to know about great deals here on the island, like a fantastic property this is, reach out to me. I'm Andy Madrid. Have a great day. Aloha.